This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 601. If you are looking for reasons to be happy, you'll probably find them. By Joshua Becker of becomingminimalist.com, and I'm Justin Malik. Happy Thursday. The week's going really fast. Welcome back to Optimal Living Daily, where I narrate blogs for you, totally free of charge. And it's free because I've been able to get some help from sponsors like Talkspace. Talkspace is an online therapy company that makes therapy affordable, confidential, and convenient. For a special offer just for you, come by Talkspace.com/old. That's Talkspace.com/OLD. And now today's post is kind of like yesterday, a little bit of a spin on it though, so let's get right to it and start optimizing your life. If you are looking for reasons to be happy, you'll probably find them. By Joshua Becker of becomingminimalist.com. There are plenty of small, inconsequential realizations in life, like the fact that the FedEx logo contains a subtle arrow in between the orange E and X. It's small and unimportant, but the first time someone mentions it, you wonder why you never noticed it before. In contrast with the inconsequential, there are some realizations that come along and change our life forever. They are not minor, they are significant. They don't just change how we view a particular logo, they change how we view ourselves, they alter our worldview, and even how we choose to act within it. For me, one of the most profound realizations I have made over recent years is the understanding that if I'm looking for a reason to be X, I'll probably be able to find it. I found this realization to be true in almost every circumstance. As a result, it contains almost limitless opportunity to change my attitude toward the world around me. To understand the significance of this realization, I'll explain a bit more what I mean. Let me offer a specific example. I found that if someone is looking for a reason to be upset, they will almost certainly find it. Life isn't always fair, and if a person wants to be upset about a circumstance, a relationship, or a current event, they will almost always find a reason to support their desire. If you want to be upset with your spouse, there are probably a plethora of things you can find that would rationalize that emotion. However, on the opposite side of the spectrum, if that same person started looking for reasons to be happy, they would almost certainly find those as well. There is always something to be grateful for in life. And if they began looking for reasons to be thankful over a current circumstance, relationship, or current affair, they're almost always able to find it. The same spouse that could provide opportunity to be upset is probably simultaneously offering opportunity to be happy. This reality extends to almost every possible response toward life. If you're looking for reasons to be scared, you'll find them. If you're looking for reasons to be mad, you'll find them. If you're looking for reasons to be encouraged, you'll find them. If you're looking for reasons to be grateful, you'll find them. If you're looking for reasons to be confident, you'll find them. If you're looking for reasons to be pessimistic about the future, you'll find them. If you're looking for reasons to be optimistic about the future, you'll find them. If you are looking for a reason to be X, you will probably find it. There is a scientific term for this reality. It's called selective attention or attentional control. Selective attention is the act of focusing on something in particular while simultaneously ignoring irrelevant information that is also occurring. At any given moment, our brains are bombarded with sensory information, the car horn, the bird chirping, the newspaper rustling, the whirl of the espresso machine, and the words coming out of our friend's mouth who is sitting across the table from us at the local coffee shop. At almost every moment of the day, because our minds can't possibly process all the information being fed to us by our senses, we subconsciously focus our attention on certain important elements of our environment while other things blend into the background or pass us by completely unnoticed. In the coffee shop example, we choose to focus our attention on our conversation with a friend and allow the other noises to blend into the background. Selective attention. We do it every day. But this truth about selective attention extends beyond noise and sight. It also helps to explain the life-changing realization that we can almost always find reasons to support the attitude we want to keep. The world around us is infinitely complex. Because of that, if you're looking for a reason to be X, you can almost certainly find one, and even 2 or 3 or 4 if you keep looking hard enough. The most significant opportunity this truth provides is the understanding that our response to life is almost always a decision we make and is less a reaction than we often think. If you wake up tomorrow and decide you are going to be bitter and hate life, you will almost certainly find reasons to hate your life. But on the other hand, if you wake up tomorrow and decide you're going to be joyful and grateful for the life you live and the day you have been given, you will almost certainly find countless reasons to reinforce your decision. This is the magic of selective attention. It is important to note that just because you made a decision to be happy doesn't mean the bad parts and the unfairness go away. They still exist. It simply means you have decided to selectively place your attention on the things needed to reinforce your decision. It is almost impossible to overestimate how significant this realization is. It has the power to transform our lives and how we view them at any given time. Our attitude is not a response to our present circumstances. It is a decision that we make every single day. This truth is life-changing. Where do you most need it? Do you want to change how you view your spouse, your job, your family, your financial situation, or the outlook on your life? Choose today to look for reasons to be happy. Because if you're looking for reasons to be happy, you will be sure to find them. There's not a doubt in my mind. You just listened to the post titled, "If You're Looking for Reasons to Be Happy, You'll Probably Find Them," by Joshua Becker of becomingminimalist.com. And if you want to jumpstart that happiness perspective, I have to recommend Talkspace. Because if you're dealing with stress or anxiety, relationship stuff, really anything that it'd help to talk through or get advice about, check out Talkspace. They offer an amazing service to connect with therapists online and at a great price. You can have a therapist handpicked just for you and for as little as $32 a week. That is a very, very good price. And you can send your therapist text, audio, and video messages whenever you want, or you can do a live chat. I love that you get those options. To sign up or to learn more, come by Talkspace.com/old, and they have a special offer just for you listening to this episode. You can use the coupon code OLD and get $30 off your first month on top of that awesome rate, all while showing support for this podcast. Again, that's the coupon code OLD, and you can use that at Talkspace.com/OLD. And the takeaway is pretty clear in this episode is all about our attitude. How we process what we're taking in through our senses, our filter, if you will, is what determines everything. And we all see things differently. When I was in the Rocky Mountains for a class back in college, they had us do an interesting experiment where we wore colored glasses, like colored lenses, blue, red, yellow, green, for a good amount of time, maybe like 15 to 30 minutes. And then we went outside and wandered aimlessly. And it was interesting because many people in the group had the same kind of reactions or experiences after that. Yeah, it could be a group think or something like that, but I truly felt like it changed my perspective. If you're seeing everything as green for a while and then suddenly remove that lens, things will appear different. And it will make you feel different. You can't argue that. It's an interesting idea. So as you go about your day, think about that. What kind of quote unquote lens are you wearing in the moment? Maybe one of pessimism or anger? Maybe you can change that. Maybe you can actually see it from a better angle. That can really be an enlightening experience. So try to think about that today. And that should do it for this episode. Have a happy day. Hopefully one through a nice and happy lens. And I'll see you tomorrow in the Friday show where your optimal life awaits.
Hey, this is Dan from the Optimal Finance Daily podcast, which is a lot like this show, except more focused on personal finance. Justin handpicks the best posts he can find from blogs and authors like Ramit Sethi, Mr. Money Mustache, and more, and I read them to you 5 days a week. So if you enjoy this podcast, come on over and subscribe to Optimal Finance Daily too. And together, we'll optimize your financial life.
You've been listening to Optimal Living Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode and head to oldpodcast.com. That's OLDpodcast.com for a free gift as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.